We are live with the ROX mods, this time in road course configuration. That also goes for the track itself. Just on Friday we had an exciting race over on the oval, which you could see the layout right there. A little bit of a different place. It was a great race. A lot of drivers very frustrated with that, and I'm not going to be surprised that the same can be said about today's race on the road course. We got a good field. We also have APK. He's had some big stuff going on around him. I'm not going to say specifically where, but basically there's a mass shooting near him, but he's good. We're very glad to see that. Glad he's okay. We're going to now move on to our field. Drivers to your cars. We are moments from going to qualifying. So once again, drivers to your cars. Qualifying is about to start. If you sleep, we'll go on without you. So Shuffles, Dale, and Ferrari Man, get to your cars. Alright. This is a relatively simple layout, but it's also a very challenging race itself. We do one pace lap, so yellow flag on the track now. It's going to be a 40 lap or 45 lap race today, and it's going to be 5-minute qualifying. If you sleep, just pass them if they are not moving. We start off with turn 1, which is comparable to Parabolica at Monza. The cars make their way up the rolling hills and down into the braking point. Cars get a little bit deweighted into the corner, and a lot of times people may make a mistake here. This corner is proven to be the most difficult on the racetrack, in my opinion, because it's very high speed. Everyone is grouping up here. Fortunately, this is still qualifying, but it doesn't matter as much. We make our way to the oval turn. You'll see this one on Friday. This one is a typical sweeper left-hander. You might want to touch that curb when you exit it. And as you come into the final turn, it's been adjusted since last year. As pace car can make their way in, everyone else hold pace. Green flag on the racetrack. Green flag on the racetrack will start as soon as a car gets to the line. That's Jason and Speedy here. They jump across the field. Green flag. Got our 5 minutes now. Thank you there, Crucian. We got our cars now making their way around the racetrack, as it looks like Jason and Speedy so far holding out the lead. But here's a Crucian now making a move through into the next couple turns there. It's going to go wide. We're going to reset the board here. Eris is currently was on a purple sector 1. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to stand. As we now make our way around into the front stretch. Crucian will lead us off. Looking at the board, Twin Triple V6 is at the top of the board. It's at 38.279. I personally set a 37.7, so it's clear that faster times are possible as of now. Cars now make the way around the track. Crucian goes wide. Shuffles overtakes. Twin is on a purple sector 1. It is very fast. That's a 12.154. They make their way out of the sweeper. As we see 4 cars here, 3 wide there for a moment. As they make their way through the final turn. Twin goes wide. And unfortunate for him, was on a Max Verstappen type of lap, just like we saw Silver do. Unfortunately, not going to be valid. Actually, it's RA Club that did that, but not going to be valid, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Arizonetta takes up pole position, complete 180 from yesterday. So, they are on target so far. She's going to spin out with a Crucian in sync, but it doesn't matter for her. A Crucian and Eris both coming through. Doesn't matter as much here. It is not a race. It's just qualifying. So they now make the way over, starting the next little lap here. Shuffles is probably going, what the heck just happened? As there is Eris and a Crucian. They make the way through. Eris now make the way into the braking point. Is there any serious time adjustments? I think Shuffle's currently on a personal best coming here, so he makes his way around the sweeping oval turn. Eris is going to go wide, but she manages to keep her car under control. Goodness, that That held me for a couple seconds. The Crucian here makes his way across the line. It's not going to improve. Here's Shuffle. Shuffle will not improve. That lap is not valid. We're about halfway done. The qualifying pack leader is a Crucian as it makes its way through the hills. And looks like Air's picking up a little bit of that gap with a Crucian. They make their way through the oval turn once again. There's only 5 turns on this track, and technically 4 if you do it by some standards. There's 4 different directions you go. Here's Eris with a move attempt on a Crucian, but it's going to lose so much speed on that exit. She's just gone late on the brakes. Here they go across the line. Shuffle moves second on the board, but here's Twin Triple V sits. Is he going to have anything? Eris gets loose and nearly spins out. Twin does improve, but not enough to improve his lap time as we currently run with a minute and a half left in this qualifying session. Laps go by very quickly. It's a very high intensity qualifying session, so all those laps will go down very fast. Eris again gets loose on the grass, but she'll maintain control. We'll see probably 2 laps on our cars. Crucian and Shuffle both slap the wall at the final turn. That's a big mistake for them, but they still are more than likely going to have another lap after this to go. But that surely didn't help them. Crashing that final turn hurts a lot for your laps, so you mess up both of your laps. As it stands, T7 Jake also is on track setting laps in the 12 car. As currently the car operated by Primus. He is not here today. Arizona currently holding off pack lead, and I think this time by, we will see the white flag in the air for Arizona and a Crucian, the two of them side by side down the front stretch. White flag in the air, as you can see APK waving it. Car is now hard into the braking point off of turn 1. How do the laps look? Twin has improved. A Crucian needs to build up because he's in 4th. He's side by side with Arizona going through the hills into the turn, and both of them might have gotten a cut. Here's Twin cutting it through them. Arizona is going to dive down. And Twin there. Twin will be there to cross the line. Everyone else here, you're going to be going to your white flag lap. We'll watch in a second. Speedy's on his white flag lap here. But Twin will cross the line and gets quick time by the end. That's a 37.62. Everyone else now making the way through. Next on the board, I think that is Shuffles. And Shuffles will not be improving. RA Club now up next. But Jason right behind. T7 Jake as well. As Mr. Monaco will stay in 6th place. T7 Jake not going to improve. Last car on track is Speedy Hitzer 1. He makes his way over to the front straightaway. Crosses the line. And will improve, stays ahead of his teammate. If everyone could make their way into the pit lane and line up single file in order would be appreciated. So again, that order is going to be Twin Turbo V6 with the pole position. Eris Netta in 2nd place. Shuffle's going to be in 3rd place. A Crucian in 4th. T7 Jake would be 5th, although he is our pace car driver, I believe, today, as we're going to have the red on track. So that would be taken up by Mr. Monaco. Speedy Hitzer 1 is then behind, then Jason, and without a valid lap, we'll have Turbo Stuntman. So Speed Hitzer 1 qualifies in 6th place, as Eris is doing God knows what to her car. So again, calling for drivers to get to position. Following orders: Twin Triple V sits, Eris Netta Shuffle. You can leave some space for Eris. 4th on the line is going to be a Crucian. Then it is Mr. Monaco. So leave some breaks here. Mr. Monaco, Speedy at Server 1, Jason, and Turbo Stuntman. That will be your grid for today. We're going to be deleting the extra cars. Yeah, there was space that got made. We are currently waiting on Eris to make her way up. You see, saying you suck here is very observant and very, situational. There's another thing called competitiveness, and this league is very competitive. You're also more of an oval driver than a road course driver, so there's that also to keep in mind. So we have one more car to delete here. Once you are done, hop out of your car and turn your car off. We'll be doing the U.S. National Anthem another time today. We'll be right there. We will also be putting the stream up, so let me just put the stream up on the announcements. Before we get ahead. And once we get that done, we'll have a call for everyone to get back to your cars. But hold up for just a second. If I could turn your cars off, please. I can hear one that's still on, but we'll just carry on without that. Let's go. It is on the stream. We are alright. We are going to unmute APK. If he is not muted already, we will unmute him. He is here to give out the shout out call. So whenever you're ready, APK.
Oh, you know what that means, to be honest.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Alright. Well, it's your call for the little engine call here. So.
Oh, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Guys, you know what? I can't even ear rape. I will start your engine.
Drivers to your cars. Start your engines. It is vroom vroom time. Everyone is in their cars, meaning with this much preparation, we are good to go. So here we go. The yellow flag is on the racetrack. Maintain your current positions. So let's go from the back to the front of the grid today. We're going to have 2 pace laps. Corner cut limit for today is going to be 30. Actually 35. And once you get to that point, you're going to get a penalty. But let's go from the back to the front. Starting in the back of the field, we got Turbo Stuntman. And the 53 DGS machine, Jason, sticking up ahead in the 20. And then in the same team, his teammate, Speeditzer 1, with a solid starting in the 23 machine. In the American Ferrari, in the 7 car, that is Mr. Monaco. Crucian in the DGS 41 machine. As Shuffles will be starting off in the GMG 15 machine. Arisnetta in the 45 Fortune machine up in the front of the field. But our pole sitter for today is Twin Turbo V6. We have one more lap to green. We're gonna Fitz. Gonna change Turbo's laps. He's now Fitz. The lights are black on the track. Remember not to overtake until you have fully crossed the line, and don't slow down, please. If we do that, we'll be seeing a restart. We don't want to have a restart. We want this race to flow. 2-7 Jake, start increasing pace. Everyone else maintains 60 miles an hour. Mr. Monaco, Crucian, Fitz yourselves. Speedy hits R1, please Fitz yourself up there. Okay, we're good. 60 miles an hour here, guys. Eris, now to pick up the pace. Twin, back off a little. Everyone move up, everyone move up. Into positions. Hold pace. Green flag. And Speed Hunter 1 is overtaking Mr. Monaco before the line, so make sure to give that one back soon. He is cleared. The start is good. Twin Turbo leading us off. Air's now at second place. Shuffles in third. There's a Crucial behind in fourth place. Speed Hunter 1 is actually still battling side by side with Mr. Monaco. We were clean on that jump start because that was validated. The two of them crossing over. But meanwhile, Crucian here on the bumper shuffle. Speed Hunter 1 on the drive of his life, I believe, so far. And it does look I'm not going to say anything. Eris Netta here is holding off second place. Meanwhile, Crucian side by side with Shuffle. They make the way around turn number 1. And it looks like side by side through the hills in this 45 lap race. So far, the only car with a cut is Speedy, so it looks like this might be a fairly clean race. We're already a lap in this. And I think Eris could also be picking up a little bit of that gap of Twin Turbo V6. Meanwhile, a Crucian right on Shuffle's bumper can't get by him. Meanwhile, Eris gets the lead. There's a bit of an issue back there. I think Turbo Stuntman has hit the wall. So we're now going to go to free cam, get a nice photo for you guys. And it looks like Eris leading us off, but there's a Crucian with a move. That's a good one. Eris now goes wide! Keeps their car under control, but there's a position lost. Shuffles is also there on their bumper. Twin reclaims the lead by the end of the lap, but it didn't look like a great exit for him. We'll get back to Eris here. So Eris now currently in second place, as our leader is currently running away with it. Looking at the board, it is Twin with the fastest lap of this race. He's improving, so he's not only got poles so far, he's also got quick time on route. That wasn't needed. Right. Oh, you know how to clear that. Thank you. Alright, well, currently our top 4 all within 5 seconds of each other, so that is so far good. We're now, next time by, we will be about a fifth through the race today. So our mic is doing some weird stuff on me. It's adjusting itself. But there's Netta holding out second place. How's it looking between Shuffles and a Crucian? And it's spread out in the back of the field. So we go back to, I believe, Speedy Hunter 1 and Turbo. Currently the battle in the race today, it is the battle for 7th place. Speedy Hunter 1 currently ahead of Turbo Stuntman. The two of them, looks like Turbo on the bumper, Speedy Hunter 1. But Speedy's still going to stay ahead by the end of the lap, but it's going to be in favor of Turbo. He gets a better exit than Speedy Hunter 1. You can also see Eris Netta there. Has been overtaken by Crucian and Shuffle. She has made a mistake off screen during that battle. And is now on the tail of a Crucian. Two championship rivals here. As Ariznet gets a better exit than Accrucian, just carried out more speed overall. And she will get back the podium position. Speed hits her 1. I think the background has made a spin behind Turbo Stuntman. Fortunately for him, it's early on in the race. Those mistakes are fairly forgivable. As I think Ariznet could also be picking up a little bit of this gap with Shuffles. Meanwhile, she holds the quick time. It's the fastest I've seen this weekend. It's a 37.562. There's on route to get a great race going on here. And I think Accrucian ever so slightly topped the wall. I think he's doing okay though. Our positions remain to be stagnant for the time being. As their Shuffles goes off the track. He's loose, very loose. All to the benefit of Ariznet. She will take back second place. Ariznet on a current 0 to hero run over here. As this race has definitely been going to her favor. Shuffles is still behind by a little bit. A couple car lengths separating the two. As I believe Eris is currently running away with this. She's just been fast lap after lap. Shuffles is trying as much as he can, but he can only do so much. As you can see on the board, I actually look to go a little bit in favor of Shuffle. Twin Triple V is now about to overlap Speedy at R1, and he has done it. So last couple times we've been racing at this track, it's been a twin domination race with the ROX mods. Would like to remind you guys, first time we raced these on the track, twin actually overlapped the entire field by the end. There's Turbo around. That is the most out of context thing I've ever seen, but Speedy at R1 will pick up a spot out of that. So these two are going to be battling each other again fairly soon, I believe. So we now see 2 lap cars on the track. And we are 10 laps into the race. So we're now going to go on from a twin. He makes his way around the oval turn. Speedy at R1 spins around, coming around into Sector 3. Actually, I think he's in Sector 2 currently, but... I think... Okay, so that's Shuffles there. Meanwhile, Mr. Monaco and Jason have been battling, and it looks like Jason has actually passed Mr. Monaco at some point. So it appears Jason could be on route for a top 5 finish. NH Motorsports has been doing absolutely great this weekend. As here is Mr. Monaco closing in to the bumper of Jason. They make their way down the front stretch. You can see Twin in the background already ready to overlap these two. As Mr. Monaco goes down the inside, makes the move. He's now out accelerating Jason through the hills. And will probably get away with it for the time being. Twin Turbo V6, you can see still in the background closing in, and we'll see only the top 4 on the lead lap in just a few short laps. It's a very short racetrack, so of course lap times are going to go by very fast, and you will see lap cars very quickly too. But most of all, it's been a very clean weekend so far, which is great for us. Not great for Jake. Eris locks off the brakes a little bit, coming to turn number 1, and she goes off the road, but has maintained her control. Currently equaling Twin, but unfortunately that lap is not valid. Twin already right behind Jason. And side by side down the front straightaway with Jason. I think he might just have what it takes to pass them. Now overlapping Jason. The twin going wide off turn 1 a little bit, but still overall holding a very consistent line with a very solid, consistent race. Shuffles overlapping Turbo Stuntman. So we're now going to move back to Twin Turbo V6. Next car on a route, that is Mr. Monaco. So, guy is doing some stuff. He's doing some interesting stuff. Arizona currently on route for a fastest lap. Here she goes in Sector 2. Not quite the craziest Sector 2. Mr. Monaco, though, being hunkered down little by Twin Turbo V6. Arizona now down the front straightaway. Will she go quick time again? No, she will not. Twin was quick time last lap, however. Twin hunkers down little on Mr. Monaco. Right on the bumper. He makes a move down the inside. Mr. Monaco goes wide. And Twin will stay ahead of Mr. Monaco by a whole lap here. Again, just an absolutely dominant performance by Twin. I could hardly see Eris just barely at the background shot. I think that's about a 10-second gap. So, as there's a crucian now by his teammate. Jason has spun out. I think that is turn 1 on the exit. As Turbo Stuntman rooting for his teammate Crucian. Of course, having great seats on the track. It's definitely something to look out for this weekend. Oh my god, it's so unfortunate that Turbo had his win when I was sick with COVID. Really wish I could have celebrated that one more. Your Speediots are one around in the background. I think Twin is going to be alone for a while. He's got a 10-second gap built between him and Eris. About a whole third of the racetrack, essentially. So, how's it looking between Turbo and Jason? I think it's possible Turbo Stuntman could be hunting down that 6th place position that Jason has, I believe. I'll see if that's true. Indeed it is. So Jason closing in, or getting closed in by the DGS 53 machine of Turbo Stuntman. He makes a move down the inside, two of them cross over and now make their way to the exit, and it looks like Jason will still stay ahead. Speediots are 1, you can see around off on the start of Sector 2. Meanwhile, Turbo Stuntman Jason side by side. Turbo peeking ahead of Jason as they make their way through the oval turn, and Jason will stay in 7th, I believe. Turbo securing his 6th place position for the time being. It's a big gap that Turbo's got to make up to get to Mr. Monaco. It's still possible for sure, but it's going to have to be a big run here. And is that a car that is around? That is a Crucian that is spun out off of turn number 1. Mr. Monaco has gained pace. Unfortunately, he's already a lap down. He's going to have to build up a lot to make up for that one. But unfortunate for Crucian, will maintain 4th place. Field has spread out again. You can see there's Twin in the background about to, hate to say it, but he's nearly non-lapping a Crucian. Still holding off a solid position in the race, obviously in 4th place. That's over half of the other cars that he's beaten. It's doing certainly a lot better than his teammate, as I think Jason is doing something with Eris. There's Netta going wide here. As Mr. Monaco actually might be about to overlap Jason. There's Netta loose. Again, hits the parking brake. Her car's under control. She's okay. That was sketchy here. Meanwhile, Crucian right behind his, or Turbo behind his teammate. Oh, and Turbo's around. Remember, guys, if you guys get loose, press that parking brake. It'll save you. And I think this time by, Turbo might go 2 laps down. There's Twin hunting, going very, very quickly up to them. So we are about halfway through the race today. So we are at cross flag. The Twin Turbo V sits halfway done. And Twin, just an absolutely dominant performance by all means. Arisnetta has been dropped down 16 seconds back. His Twin, it's still just absolutely holding off quick time. That's a 37.512, so very, very fast. And that is Jason around on turn number 1, I think. He'll keep on going. As Twin side by side with Turbo Stuntman will probably overtake them for the second time. But Turbo holding off around the outside, that was great driving by him. Unfortunately, Twin is just that fast on this track that you can only do so much about it. Tops up here, bud, it says APK, and here's actually Turbo Stuntman side by side with Twin down the front stretch, so keeping us entertained for sure. Crosses over to Twin, and unfortunately, I think that could be Turbo's. He spun around, so unfortunately, I think that's it for Turbo. Kept me entertained while that lasted. So, good job on Turbo Stuntman, still holding off 6th place here. Arisnetta and Shuffles currently seemingly battling here, so we'll be watching that one. That's a battle for 2nd place. Cars now making the way down the final turn. Speedetter 1 is in the pit lane, of all places. That's a bit of a sketchy move there. Not sure what led to him doing that. That does not help. As Shuffles picking up the gap, but there's Netta. Little by little. I also think Accrucian has picked up the pace. He's doing a little better these last couple laps. A little further ahead. Meanwhile, we'll go back to watching Eris here. As there's Turbo Stuntman. Eris not going to run a bit wide. So is Shuffles. So the gap between those two maintains itself. You can see the two of them about separated by about 5 car lengths, and I think, let's see how this lap looks. Looks like it's gone in favor of Shuffles. So by the end of the lap, he's going to be ahead. There's looks like Speedy spun out again, just on the final turn. Jason now getting overlapped, I believe, for the 3rd time by. Nothing majorly of note, but Eris is going to get a little bit of time lost now that Mr. Monaco overtakes them. Shuffles has only a couple car length gap between them as Turbo Stuntman about overlaps Jason. Arisneta once again going wide. That's only to Shuffle's benefit. He's cut down that gap to a couple car lengths here. And he's visible in every shot. But Mr. Monaco! Whoa! He's kept his car under control. Just narrowly. Speed at turn 1 is spun out again. I swear, if I take a shot every time that that one happened, I think I'd be in a bit of a world of trouble. Meanwhile, Shuffle slows down that gap to about a car length. The car is now through the hill into the second sector. How about Twin Turbo V6? How is he looking with a Crucian? Pretty darn close. Meanwhile, for second place, Shuffle's on the bumper. Very side by side now into the final turn. He's going to back off a little bit, but that's definitely looks to be going in favor of Eris. Just a little. Eris is now hard on the brakes. Shuffle's a little bit more conservative. But that hard braking helped Eris there. Her tail end got flicked out, and it seems to have gone well. As Arisneta again makes a mistake side by side here between Shuffle and Eris. Two of them still side by side out of the exit onto the back straightaway. And on to the front stretch they go. Shuffle touching that bumper. Arisneta and Shuffle's crossing over. Arisneta side by side to his right area. I think a Crucian has got a little bit to stress about here. We are still so far good. Meanwhile, we're going to be watching Eris and Shuffle. I think Eris has made that gap just about a car length once again. As Speedy is approaching his final lap, he can be down because it's currently on 4 down. Same with Jason. We are in the later half of the race, but he's definitely going to need to focus. He wants to finish this one. Get a few extra points out of it. Where is Twin? Arisneta is stuck on the racetrack. She's disconnected. We got a yellow flag on the track. We're going to wait for Twin Turbo V6. He is the race back. We are under caution as Eris is disconnected. That is a sigh of relief for Jason and Turbo and everyone a lap down. And especially for Crucian. Crucian, keep on going. Keep on going, Jason. Jake. Race back. It's going to be Twin Turbo V6. Crucian, keep on going. Get your lap back. Turbo Stuntman, it's going to be 2 laps down. So get 1 lap back, Turbo and Jason. So pass the pace car and get an extra lap. Second, look at how dominant that performance was throughout today. That is Shuffle. Unfortunately for Eris, she just went from second to 4th on back. So Shuffle's in second, a Crucian in third. Speed at Turbo 1 is going to get an extra lap back. You just need to drive it. Turbo now 2 laps down, and Jason will route back down. So we're under caution here. So again, we just need our lap cars to get a lap back. That includes Mr. Monaco. Let's see if Mr. Monaco is good or not. See, we'll be starting from 5th. Mr. Monaco, get your lap back. Drive past them. Go, go, go. We're just watching from this angle for the time being. Arisneta will be routed to 4th place. as Mr. Monaco is back on the lead lap. Arisnetta here going to route to 4, so stick behind Accrucian and Mr. Monaco. Turbo Stuntman give up some space here for Mr. Monaco. They're trying to route back. As he gets himself into a cut. Red flag. What's the red flag for? Nature. We are still under caution. I think Speed Hitzer 1 is yet to have routed back. Once he is back, we will go green. So we need Shuffle, Crucian, and Eris, everyone to fix yourselves for pacing. You guys are doing really good on the start, but it's a little frustrating, I think. Speed Hitzer 1 now makes its way into Sector 2, and I think next time by will be the final lap before we go green. It'll be late in the race. It will be hectic. There's only 5 cars left on the lead lap. We're gonna stay green. Not stay yellow, I meant. So this time by, we'll be going green. Dale, the race is literally about to end in like 5 minutes, so you could hold it in for that. Trust me, I would know. So this is where the intensity is heated up. Crucian, please. Crucian, please. You are holding up the cars. We want to get this started as soon as we can. The quicker we could get to green, the less issues we'll have. And the sooner you could go. What the fuck is Turbo doing? Alright, we're gonna call a red flag. Line up in position in the pit lane. And that is the Crucian's sigh of relief, I suppose. Again, in position. So leave us space here. Please don't drive through each other. Give each other space. Give each other space. Jason, give space for Turbo. Same with Speedy. Same with Speedy to back up. Alright. We are going to... Well, actually, Turbo's heading back to the track, so... Seems like he is back. If you are not ready, then hop out of your car. This means a Crucian, who is currently standing out of his car. Please stop revving. As you can see, Turbo Stuntman in the background making his way up to the field. So he will overtake Jason there. Alright. Currently waiting here on Dale Ross once he is in. So we'll go from going green at 38 with 7 to go, and I believe we'll be more than likely, we'll hopefully try to get it in 1 lap, but more than likely we'll be seeing lap 40. So a 5-lap shootout potentially here. So as we're waiting for them, let's talk to Shuffle here. Currently, I believe they're in 2nd, right? Yeah. It's the first time we've had an interview with Shuffles in a good long while, but it's good to talk to you here.
You.
How are you feeling about this little late race restart?
It might be good, might be bad. If you think about it, if I lose my podiums, it's bad. If Twin makes a mistake and I win. It's good. We'll see.
Alright, how has the track been today? Has there been any big difficulties?
And not really. It's pretty easy, to be honest. It's just making sure to not touch the grass.
Alright. Well, thank you there. We're gonna move on to the race as soon as we can. We're gonna move on here. So thank you for that quick little
Okay
interview.
then.
Alright, moving it back. Alright, on the track. You got all the cars in the, or all the drivers in the car, so yellow flag's out once again. Hopefully we could get restarted by this lap. And we'll have a 5-lap shootout. So try your best to pace well, guys. Arisnetta, pick it up. Alright. Speed up to 1 should wash your cuts. Alright. Pace car, increase your pace. Twin, maintain at 16. No funny business. Arisnetta, Mr. Monaco, fit yourselves. Thank you, thank you. Full pace. And we are green on the racetrack. Watching Speedy at turn 1, overtaking Speedy at turn 1 with a jump. Everyone else good. Speedy at turn 1 back off, give Speedy back his position. If you APK, watch Speedy for me if you can. Twin leading us off here with 5 to go. We're on lap 41 here, but we got 5 to go. Arisnetta overtaking a Crucian Shuffle. As he said before the interview, if he loses his podium, that's bad. I don't think it's exactly going very well for him. Meanwhile, Aris and a Crucian side by side for position. And we seem to go so far clean out of the final turn as we'll be giving Speedy at turn 1 a 5-second time penalty by the end of the race for jumping the start. So we'll be watching that one to see if Jason could cut that gap up by the end.
Speedy does have 35 cuts.
Alright, that puts him to 15-second time penalty. We'll review that one post-race. Twin Turbo V6 is with 3 to go. Crucian and Shuffle.
Like that, man.
Shuffle and Mr. Monaco crossing over. Meanwhile, Aris and a Crucian also in a tail chase. I think Twin is running away with it as of now. So this has not gone in favor for Shuffle, as Mr. Monaco has made up a spot. Now are seeing 2 laps to go when Twin crosses the line. There we go, 2 left on the track. Aris is going to have to push hard if she wants a chance to win it, but she's got to make up a second and a half. It's going to take a mistake from Twin to get to that level. Meanwhile, Crucian has fallen back. Mr. Monaco on route for a podium. He was a lap down, but he's developed the pace throughout the race. He understands a bit of a grasp of what to do. So, you never know when it's over till it's over. As the white flag in the air for Twin Turbo V6. Meanwhile, a Crucian and Mr. Monaco battling it out with each other. Our leader is there on the final lap. Arisnetta has picked up a little bit of that gap. I don't think it's within range. She's picking up a little bit here. Meanwhile, Crucian and Mr. Monaco side by side. But he's going to go wide and loses that spot. Arisnetta picking up that gap little by little, but I don't think it's enough. Twin Turbo V6 makes its way down the back straightaway. It'll be a close finish, but I believe it is, as of now, Your race winner is Twin Turbo V6. There's that in second place. Mr. Monaco here comes in third. Crucian in fourth. Shuffles, unfortunately for them, from second out to fifth by the finish. Turbo Stuntman will finish in sixth place. So if we get our top three to the podium, Speed Dancer 1 hits the wall hard, and Jason will overtake his team owner, and that will be your positions. Even with the penalty, Jason is solidified a seventh place position. Turbo Stuntman with the penalty, but fortunately, that's not going to matter to him. As Twin is now doing donuts on the grass. As Twins race there. Alright, once you guys are done, head to the podium, the victory lane over there. Eric's doing a donut. Thank you to everyone for coming. Stick around if you wanted to get an interview. I see that Dale Ross has called it quits early, as there's our guy. I don't think you want the Twin don't want the flag. He want the donut. Alright. Twin, if you could head to the victory lane, please. Alright. So again, your finish is Twin Turbo V6 Arisneta. Arisneta also with quick time. This is 37.095. RA Club in third. Crucian in fourth. Shuffles in fifth. Turbo Stuntman in sixth place. Seventh taken up by Jason and Speedy in eighth. So let's have our victory lane car line up here. Yeah, if you could. There's this rocket ship now. Cars might be a little big. Alright, starting off with our winner, Twin Turbo V6. I'm sure that finish was a little bit stressful, but still an overall dominant performance. How's today?
Pretty good. It's just pretty much flawless race for me. Didn't really make any mistakes. I got like 3 corner cuts, so it was just nice. I had quick time for most of the race as well, but Eris I think just ended up pushing at the last bit because she obviously wanted to race win too. But yeah, I was just really consistent and just trying to push, and wasn't really under pressure much throughout the race. Because I knew if I just had consistency, I'd be okay, which I did. So, yeah, it was a good race for me. Yeah.
All right. Thank you there, Twin Turbo V6. Again, another dominant performance. We'll see if you stick around for the Formula Micros. We're up next here with Arisneta, finishing second place and putting themselves on a very tall pedestal. I don't think I should be looking that direction anymore. But Arisneta with the P2 finish almost had him at the end. So bring me through what was going on in that restart.
Well, it was a restart. It was a real big shame because my dad called me while I was driving, and for some reason that managed to fuck over my entire internet. Well, I ended up disconnecting. I mean, obviously it made everything more interesting, but still, I was kind of enjoying that battle.
Well, Arishna, with the P2 finish, is there anything to talk about today? Anything, how about the micros? Or,
Um, I mean, I guess be happy that I'm not gonna understeer or something.
alright. I think there is now we're going to move on to our third place finisher, Mr. Monaco, with another podium this weekend. And I don't think he quite expected this one, but still a podium nonetheless. I believe you're unmuted, but I'll do it again. Alright, you are unmuted.
So the stars aligned, and that is all there is. I locked out, and then I had the pace to overtake, and that's all there is. Got my podium crake drink, and that is all.
Alright. I think there, Mr. Monaco. Surprise third place finish there. As the Christian is not with us, so we'll be then moving on to Shuffles. So Shuffle, we interviewed you, and you were in second place before the restart. I'm going to assume, opinion on that restart was bad.
Yeah, well, but it's weird because even though it didn't went as I planned, I'm not too pissed about it, to be honest. I'm quite fine with it because I know I made the mistakes myself. I learned a bit, to be honest, and at least I see myself improving in the ROX mod, so...
For sure. You had some great pace today, and of course, you are more of a micros driver, so I'm sure that's something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's coming up in just a bit. So, anything you want to talk about today?
I had an amazing battle with Ares, not gonna lie, that was a great battle.
Had a lot of fun watching that.
Yeah, had a lot of fun doing it, but sadly she disconnected. The race got screwed over.
Alright.
But that's road racing, you know?
For sure.
That's road racing.
Yeah.
Shit can happen.
Yeah. Well, certainly can. Well, thank you for coming to the race. We hope to see you at the Formula Micros coming up in just a bit.
I definitely will be there.
Alright. Next stop down the line, that is, I believe, so, sixth place was Triple Stuntman. They've not stuck around. Yeah, Jason here. Overtook their teammate on the final turn, so, I believe you are unmuted, but I'll check. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I did.
How was that race? You had a really good start there, too.
Yeah. It was great, but I got spun in a couple of times.
And those spins are very difficult on a track this quickly. Of course, everyone else is spinning, but that is what can hurt. Anything you want to talk about today?
Nope.
Alright. Man of simple words, simple actions, and he's well, he's gonna move on, I suppose. Thank you there, Jason. We'll now be talking to Speedy at our 1. As team has had a pretty good performance throughout the weekend. But I'm curious to see what he has to say about today. Let me just try that again. Alright. Speedy, you got it here?
What are you doing?
Would you like to be interviewed?
Yeah.
Not really?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to talk about for how this weekend has been? Been a return race for your driver Jason and a solid podium. It seems like
Well, good race for Jason.
Is there anything?
I mean, I really don't care about the penalty. I mean, it's gonna get it anyway. So there's no point of avoiding it. Just had like just the terriblest run and basically race. Just tired of being last all the time. Just really tired. Only got one chance to battle a person. Just fucked it up and stay back there the entire time. Good.
Alright. Well, thank you for coming around, Speed Eater 1 again. We do enjoy you being around us. So, we'll see what comes around later. Of course, we got more oval racing coming up in the weeks to come, and I'm sure you'll have fun with those. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for the ROX mods. We're going to set up the track for the Formula Micros. That should be it for today. Alright. We'd like to thank our track workers, as APK and Shuffles. As I will now proceed to close off the stream.